Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget, I post 1, 2, or 3 videos every day. Hit the like, subscribe button down below, all that happy stuff. And here we go. GM recall 70,000 Sierra, GMC I should say. GMC recall 70,000 Sierra 1,500 pickups because a piece of the grill might fall off. It is this piece that is right here. Now, more than 70,000 examples of trucks are at the center of a new recall because a part of the grill might just fly off randomly. In fact, several of them have reportedly taken flight while drivers are on the road. I believe we saw one of these on I-16 on the way to Savannah about a week ago. I saw this sitting on the side of the road, and I thought, wow, that's a weird piece of trim laying there, and I'll bet it was one of these that I actually seen. What it is an upper trim piece that attaches to the hood of the Sierra and holds the chrome front grille deflector in place could break, resulting in grille detachment. 70,768 trucks are included in this recall. They will show you the part, but it is this piece that you see right here. This top part right here can come out. 2020 model year is what it is, so ones built after it are not subject to this issue. In addition, every member of the recall population has a chrome grille. So if you don't have a chrome grille, it's not a problem for you. It is part of the chrome grille only thing that you need to deal with. The black ones or anything else is excluded from it. Interestingly enough, GM says it's still developing a fix at the time of the recall release. To that end, the automaker issued a stop sale to dealers for any trucks in the recall population, regardless of whether they are new or used. You cannot sell them. This is a hazard. This is flying debris. That makes sense considering GM says it now knows of 1,225 field reports possibly related to this defect and at least 4 cases of an alleged accident as a result of it. So this is a big deal. You're going down the road at 80 miles an hour today and this thing flies off. Somebody's going to freak out. If this thing, and it's not a heavy part, but this is going to take off, take flight, and it's going to scare people. They're going to swerve. It's going to be an issue. So if you have one of these trucks, keep that in mind. Could be a problem here. They do show you what it is. It's this piece right here on the front of the grill. Right here, this green one that you're seeing here, which is this piece right here, can just randomly come apart and come off. Parts diagrams show the piece in question is separate and available as a standalone part from some retailers. However, owners on Reddit claim that for now, the only solution from General Motors is to buy an entire new grill. Well, that sucks because this is probably a $80 part, realistically, by what they're going to charge for it. $80 part probably, but this is probably a $500 part for the whole grill. So that kind of sucks right there. At least one person claims they have had an issue before the recall only to buy an entire grill on their own. Okay, understand that. They have the opportunity to submit a bill of remittance now that the recall is live. So if you paid out of pocket to fix this and you had to buy yourself a new grill, you get the opportunity to get remittance now because the recall is here and it is live and you can get your money back. So stuff to think about and notice, but that is GMC's current recall, newest recall right there, that you can lose part of the hood. Now Ford is not off the hook either. Ford recalls 2025 Bronco Sport, Escape, Lincoln Crosshair over electrical concern. Instrument panel display failure. This is a small number of 2025 Bronco Sports, Escapes, Lincolns were produced with an instrument panel cluster that may fail. Supplied by Visteon, the subject's IPCs may experience an electrical short, resulting in a complete black screen that does nothing and does not display gauges or telltales. So this is not your infotainment center. This is actually your gauge cluster, and it can go black where you get nothing. You don't know your fuel, you don't know your gas, you don't know what gear you're in, you don't know your miles per hour, you don't know nothing. It's just done. Ford says that Kapton tape was incorrectly used in production of the IPC assembly, causing some circuit board components to remain uncovered. In the event of a black screen, affected vehicles fail to comply with the requirements of 2 federal motor safety vehicle standards, namely 101 and 102, whatever those are. Owners are to be informed by first-class mail problem of the problem between February 10th and February 14th. So you should know by tomorrow. Today's the 13th. You should be, if you own one of these, you should know what's going on by tomorrow. Dealers are already instructed to replace the instrument panel cluster at no charge to the customer. Ford claims the Remedy IPC assemblies feature properly installed Kapton tape. Recall crossovers were produced in the period from November 29 to November 29, 2024 through December 18, 2024. At 2 distinct plants. So it's not a big group. It's a small group, but there's enough of them. If you own a 2025 and it was made between these time frames, you could have your gauge cluster go out and you're going to get a notification in the mail for the recall. They go on to talk a little bit more about the actual vehicles themselves and what they have on there. Kind of neat, kind of cool, but it is, in short, basically a simple recall, sort of. Now, when I say simple recall, it's not a life-threatening recall. It is this display in here. Here's the problem. If you've ever had to have a dealership do dash work on there, get behind their heater core, whatever the case is, very seldom does a dealership ever put the dashboard assembly back together like it was from the factory. That's my biggest worry here with this. Very rarely. There's clips that get broken, tabs that get broken. They just don't care about them. They keep right on going, whatever the case is, but something's always rattling and creaking later on. I have buddies as well, too, that, as a matter of fact, I know one guy, a good friend of mine, that bought a Raptor and had to have the dashboard taken off on his Raptor for warranty work, and it got back, and it was so bad he sold it immediately. He's like, I cannot tolerate this. They screwed the whole dash up and would not repair it again. They're like, no, it's in spec. It's good. So that's the concern here with doing this gauge cluster. I don't know if it's going to be easy enough for them to somehow get to this without taking off the dash, but normally the dash has to come off. If the dash has to come off, that's kind of a problem. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know. Maybe they got a different way of doing it. Maybe it's just these pieces that come out, but that always scares me when they got to rip a dash apart because they just never put the stuff back together right. So anyway, food for thought, things to think about, and any questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.